Hello and welcome everyone on this official platform of Legacy IS Academy. So friends, what if a chief minister elected to protect was secretly heard allowing mobs to loot weapons? And what if the state itself was complicit in the violence it claimed to control? So here are the headlines in the Hindu newspaper: report on authenticity of audio clips on Biren Singh's role in Manipur violence. It is ready, center to Supreme Court. So in the remote hills and the valleys of Manipur, India's chilling saga of ethnic violence has left over 260 people dead and thousands of people displaced. But now a new twist has emerged: leaked audio clips allegedly featuring the voice of former chief minister, that is Biren Singh, possibly pulling the strings beyond the chaos. So the Supreme Court of India and the Central Forensic Science Lab and the Truth Lab report all are now caught in the storm of this high-stake investigation. So today in this video, we are diving deep into the story that combines political betrayal, ethnic conflict, forensic science, and the battle for justice. That is a story that is not just about one Indian state, but about how truth is silenced and the power is protected across the globe. So stay with us till the end, because what you are about to hear might just shake your belief in the very idea of justice. So what happened? Clear? The context here is what happened actually. So central government recently told Supreme Court on 17th April 2025 that a forensic report on leaked audio clips related to the former Manipur Chief Minister Biren Singh is ready. And the report checks if the audio clips which link Mr. Singh to the ethnic violence in Manipur are real. And the report is prepared by the Central Forensic Science Laboratory, CFSL, and will be submitted in a sealed cover. Now, what is the case about? अब ये केस है किस चीज का, that we need to understand. Now, the case is related to Kuki Organization for Human Rights Trust. They filed a case asking for a court-monitored special investigation team to look into Mr. Singh's role in the violence. So, this is the case. Now, what is in the leaked audios? अब leaked audios में क्या मिला है? सवाल ये उठता है, leaked audios में मिला क्या है? So, the most important thing that we need to understand what is there in the leaked audios. So, according to Prashant Bhushan, इनको तो सभी जानते हैं, a lawyer, and he's a lawyer for Kohur, है ना? He's a lawyer for Kohur, and Mr. Singh, that is Biren Singh, can be heard saying that Meeti groups were allowed to loot arms and ammunition from the state government. This is against the state. This is against the concept of secularism. So the clips shows that disturbing the conversations that allegedly show that state machinery helping the attackers, helping the Meeti groups. तो क्लिप से ये पता चला है कि फॉर्मर चीफ मिनिस्टर शामिल थे, मीती को सपोर्ट कर रहे थे आर्म्स एंड एम्युनिशंस देने में. एंड बीरेन सिंह इज आल्सो एक्यूज्ड ऑफ इंस्टिगेटिंग, ऑर्गेनाइजिंग एंड ऑर्केस्ट्रेटिंग द वायलेंस अगेंस्ट कुकी डोमिनेटेड एरियाज. सो दीज आर सम इंपॉर्टेंट allegations that have been made. Now, apart from this, so it is said that he was involved in this Manipur violence. There are other points, other allegations also, and other truths also. Now, according to Truth Lab report, which said that there is 93% chance of the voice is of Mr. Singh. 93% chances है कि ये जो आवाज ऑडियो क्लिप में पाई गई है ये बिरेन सिंह की है. इसीलिए याद रखिएगा दैट द सॉलिसिटर जनरल तुषार मेहता, now the solicitor general Tushar Mehta, he questioned on this report, truth lab reports reliability, and he said that the petitioner Kohur has ideological inclinations. And apart from this, a committee of 3 high court judges also noted that some people were trying to keep the pot boiling. That is why Solicitor General Tushar Mehta, he suggested that the case could be heard in High Court. केस को हमें कहां पे सुनवाई करनी चाहिए? हाई कोर्ट में, अंडर द आर्टिकल 226 ऑफ द कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन. Now, now there are several court proceedings timeline as you can see here. Now, Supreme Court under former CJI, that is D.Y. Chandrachud, has earlier asked the Kohur to provide the proof of audio's authenticity on November 8, 2024. And now the case is being heard by a bench which is led by the CJI Sanjeev Khanna. अब इस केस को कौन सुनवाई कर रहा है? CJI Sanjeev Khanna. Now the hearing is postponed to the week starting May 5, 2025. So overall, if you see, what is the background of the Manipur violence? Manipur violence का background क्या है? तो आइए समझते हैं. Manipur violence is the ethnic violence which began in May 2023 between the Methi community Imphal Valley and Kuki community hills areas. Now, why this was started? It started after a tribal solidarity march which protested the Manipur High Court order. ट्राइबल सॉलिडारिटी मार्च निकला था जिन्होंने प्रोटेस्ट किया था मणिपुर हाई कोर्ट के ऑर्डर पर. एज यू कैन सी दिस इमेज अबाउट गिविंग द शेड्यूल्ड ट्राइब स्टेटस टू मीतीज. एंड सिंस देन over 260 people have died and thousands have been displaced. This is one of the most important things that we need to understand. And it was started in 2023. Now, what is the recent political development? The recent political development is that Biren Singh resigned as chief minister on 9th February 2025 due to pressure within the Manipur बीजेपी एज वेल एज डिमांड फॉर लीडरशिप चेंज. लोग चाह रहे हैं कि लीडरशिप को चेंज किया जाए. नाउ, तो ये जो लीक्ड ऑडियो क्लिप सामने आए हैं विच एलिजिडली इन्वॉल्विंग द फॉर्मर मणिपुर चीफ मिनिस्टर एन बीरेन सिंह एंड द स्टेट रोल इन द एथनिक वायलेंस, दिस हैव डीप एंड डेंजरस implications for human rights, Indian democracy as well as federal structure of the country. So what are the impacts on the rights of the people? So let's try to understand the impacts on rights of the people. How does it impacted on rights of people? Now, try to understand. First of all, it is the violation of right to life and security, Article 21. Violation of Article 21, very important fundamental right. Over 260 people have been killed, thousands have been displaced, and if the states enabled or ignored the violence, it amounts to the state complicity in human rights abuses. And the leaked audio which shows that arms and ammunitions were allowed to be looted, directly threatening the civilian safety. Second important thing with respect to political impact is denial of justice and accountability. Now, how denial of justice and accountability? अब आप सोचिए, अगर चीफ मिनिस्टर ही इन्वॉल्व रहेंगे और कोई इमीडिएट एक्शन नहीं लिया जाएगा, सो विक्टिम्स को जस्टिस नहीं मिल रहा है. And this breeds impunity where the powerful figures, they feel that they can act without consequences. Apart from this act can also be considered as the suppression of minority rights. Now, how suppression of minority rights? Now, the violence targeted the Kuki-Zo tribal communities, which showing the systematic neglect or bias against the minorities, which violates the equality before law, that is Article 14, and protection of minorities, that is Article 29 and 30. So these things are having the political impact. Now, another impact could be on Indian democracy. अब इसका impact तो Indian democracy पर भी होगा. Now, how does it impact on Indian democracy? Impact on Indian democracy. First thing is collapse of democratic responsibility. Collapse of democratic responsibility. Now, how democratic responsibility? First of all, now try to understand, in a democracy, elected leaders must be accountable to the people. Okay? If a CM is found to have incited or allowed violence, it signals a serious breakdown of democratic norms as well as constitutional morality. Now, it also weaken the institution. Now, weakening of institution, how? Because first of all, delayed response, sealed reports, political protection, these things undermines the public faith in the judiciary, police as well as executive. Now, the most important conflict between Truth Lab versus CFSL, है ना, forensic जो report है, so Truth Lab versus CFSL, it raises the conflict, है ना, it also raises the concerns about the manipulation of evidence and the politicization of forensic institutions. Apart from this, silencing the dissent and civil society. अब civil society इसका role क्या है? For example, Kohur, which is the civil rights petitioner, which has been accused of ideological inclinations. So it can be a tactic which is often used to delegitimize the human rights voices. Now, this restricts the space for civic activism as well as free speech in a healthy democracy. Apart from this, another impact could be impact on federal structure. Now, how does this violence impacted the federal structure? अब इसका federal structure पे कैसे impact पड़ेगा? How does it impacting federal structure? So let me tell you that with respect to federal structure, this is considered as center's overreach or delayed intervention. जी हाँ. Now, how centers overreach or delayed intervention? अब ये कैसे? So the center took a very long time to respond decisively despite the gravity of the violence. Now, critics, they argue this, and critics say that this reflects the political biasness, especially since the state government was led by the same party ruling in the center, that is BJP. Now, this can be considered as a failure of state machinery also. How? If the state government was involved or inactive, it reflects a collapse of federal trust. Other states may also begin to question the center's role in protecting or shielding the state leaders, disrupting the cooperative spirit of Indian federalism. And apart from this, regional alienation. Ab regional alienation kaise? The Northeast has often been neglected by a New Delhi since beginning. And this incident could fuel secessionist sentiments as people feel ignored, unprotected, unheard. So this damage the national unity. है ना? So try to understand, when those in power fail to protect and instead they are accused of orchestrating the violence, it is not just about the local tragedy. It becomes the national crisis, a test of India's democracy, its federal promises, as well as the future of human rights in the world's largest democracy. So overall, when we see these kind of incidents, so here we are facing a moment that it may decline the future or it may define the future accountability. इन सभी चीजों से पता चलता है कि फ्यूचर अकाउंटेबिलिटी कैसी होगी इंडियन डेमोक्रेसी में. A chief minister steps down, a forensic report waits behind a sealed cover, and families continue to mourn as the wheels of justice turn slowly, perhaps too slowly. Whether the voice in the tapes is real or not, whether justice will truly be served, remains a question hanging in the air like smoke after a fire. But one thing is clear, that the people of Manipur deserves the truth, and so does the world. Because in every corner of this planet, when power is unchecked, the cost is paid in human lives. And if the story moved you, share it, speak about it, demand transparency, and subscribe for more deep, honest breakdown of these stories that matters beyond the headlines. So this is not just news, this is impact, this is truth, this is your voice. And if you found this video insightful, want to stay updated on these stories that truly matters beyond the headlines, then hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe our channel, that is Legacy IAS Academy, because we are building a global community that believes in informed conversations, powerful analysis, and truth without filters. So your support help us to keep creating content that educate, inspire, and empower the people. So join us, because every like, share, and subscribe helps amplify the voices that need to be heard. Thank you so much.